Hey everybody, it's Paul.
And I'm here too. I'm
Shannon,
driving.
that's right, Shannon is driving. We decided to come out and take a look at that neighborhood that we talked to you about yesterday. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. I'll show you.
It's a little bumpy.
It is a little bit bumpy. This is a pretty little road into it. Hey, here's maybe our future neighbors.
Hi, people.
Hello, people.
Don't film the people.
Let's see. There's some of the homes right there. That's a different side of the neighborhood.
Yeah, so this neighborhood has like 3 different...
Yeah. Go around a little traffic circle.
3 different housing. Okay, so I'll drive slow. Here's some model homes.
Okay, there we go. There's some model homes right here. Let's see. There's
nobody. I can drive slow.
Yeah, there's the Joiner. That's a smaller, like, single-story home, I think. Maybe. I don't know. There's the Monaco. They all have these fancy names. I'm gonna live in the Monaco.
I like this one. It looks like a castle.
I think that's the Valencia. I can't tell. Bushes are growing up around it. Oh, there's the Wrigley. So they have 4 models. I think we're gonna look in some of those. So we'll show you some of those inside, and then
I want to show you here, right straight ahead this corner. That's where I could live.
Yep.
Look, it's right by the mailbox.
Right by the mailbox. Somebody's getting stuff. 2 men in a truck.
Somebody's moving in.
That lot right there, that would be a basement lot. Wow, that would like be sticking like right out in the forest.
That's a small lot.
Yeah. Well, the lots in here are not big. I don't know if you remembered that or not.
They're not very big, but that would be like the trees in your bedroom.
Yeah. We can't do that. I've seen Poltergeist. Okay. So let's see here. There's another house all by its lonesome.
That one looks like it's being built. So, oh no, somebody lives there.
No, somebody lives there.
Oh, look at that.
Yep. There's houses down there. All right, let's go over to the sales office. All right, so I like the doors here.
Welcome to my home. Just kidding.
Look at this. Look at this like
pretty.
big staircase. It's like a partial spiral.
I could stand up there and greet my visitors.
You could. I like that banister with the like wrought iron.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Things. Here, I'm standing holding one right here. So I'm looking up there going, look how far away it is.
You know what's really cool about this house right there? That would be a great place for a Christmas tree.
That would
That's
be.
what that's made for.
Yeah, that would be a great place for a Christmas tree. But then, what do you put there the other,
The table.
the other 3 months of the year that your Christmas tree isn't up? Hey, just keeping it real. Let's see. Here is, so, let's see, I'll try and give you the whole scope of this. This would be like the great room / kitchen. Hang on.
Oh, come back.
Look at how pretty that is.
Come back.
I'm coming back.
I found Paul's special secret room.
What'd you find?
Paul likes to get in things.
I do.
It's a closet.
Oh, hold that.
Go in there.
I will.
It keeps going.
It sure does.
Look.
Look at this. Wow. Check that out.
That's
But hey, I
awesome.
love that they put little chairs in here.
Yeah. So when Paul has not been filming the way he should, we're going to shut him in the closet. Goodbye. Goodbye, Paul.
Pretty cool.
Ooh, this is getting blurry. We need a new camera, guys. Okay, so we just got to the top of the stairs, and look at this.
Look how pretty it is.
Look at this game room, guys. I would never think to do this, but look at the wall. It's actually stone.
That is really a cool idea. That's exterior stone on the interior.
That is so awesome. And they have 2 TVs, because, you know, 2 is better than 1. And a bar.
Yep.
Very cool. This is not the house we're looking at, by the way.
No, we just need to pass some time.
Yeah, we're waiting for somebody to finish up in the sales office, so we're just playing around.
I like that they have that
A bathroom.
guest bathroom right there.
I like this. Like, this is leaning out over the front door.
Sorry, that's in front of you. Yeah, it's leaning out the front door. This is like the physical recreation room. That's like the game room there. But this, you could slide
No,
down it.
no, get off. Don't do that. I love that lamp. Just so you guys know, this lamp, the chandelier, it probably does not show up, but that thing is like about 3 feet tall.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's huge. Okay. We're following Paul.
Look at this rock they've got hanging along. That's a big sheet of rock. No, it's not. It's a picture. It's a fake rock.
A fake rock. You heard it here first.
I thought that was like a big, like, shaved rock, but no, it's just a picture. They scanned a rock, I bet. I bet somebody scanned a rock and photocopied it. It's a counterfeit rock.
So I'm going to share the master bedroom with you guys because I think it's gorgeous. It has these double doors that go into it. And look at all those windows. Paul, you're horrible. I can't take him anywhere, you guys.
She didn't know I was going to do that.
I did not know. This is not staged.
Well, no, the house is staged professionally.
Yeah, but we don't stage the vlog. I love what they did with the ceiling. It's a tray ceiling and it's gray. And then this is pretty cool. You come in over here and you have this little like folding table. And over here is a closet, which goes in quite far. And then here's the bathroom. Paul. What? Seriously, you guys, I cannot take him anywhere. That doesn't look comfortable.
It's okay.
Paul's taking a bath. Just what you guys wanted to see.
Yeah, I can fit in here. Check it out.
You look pretty pleased with yourself.
This is actually, I can keep my legs completely straight. This is nice.
I couldn't. My legs are longer than yours. Okay, so this is a huge bathroom.
This is pretty cool up.
It's enormous. So here's a sink over here. I like this. It's his and hers because then you don't have to share. And look how many drawers. And I'm assuming over here is the toilet. Let's see. Yep, potty. And look at the shower. Go get in the shower. Look how big the shower is.
Pretty cool.
That is awesome. That is really awesome. Don't put your face on there.
I would press my face.
Somebody just cleaned.
Somebody just cleaned, so.
And then here's another closet for me. So that's my closet, and that's my closet.
Where's my closet?
Downstairs? The guest room? I'm taking all the closets. Okay guys, so if you saw the vlog from yesterday, I had talked about needing to clean up my side of the room here. That purse is still there. That stuff's still there. The dresser's still a mess. In fact, I think new clothes have shown up. So yeah, I should probably address that soon.
All right, guys, so we wanted to do a wrap up here in our bedroom where it's a little bit quieter. Things got kind of busy out there in that neighborhood. We had a lot of fun looking at that model home. At least I had a lot of fun in it. But funny story. So I actually missed something when I was looking at the website. That was not that particular house is not the model house that we were looking at buying. I think we said that. But I thought that house was only a little bit more money than the house that we were there to look at. Come to find out, it is a little bit more money, just depending on how you define a little.
So I'm here. I'm actually filming, Paul, guys.
Yeah.
Tell them how much the difference was between the house we want and that one.
The difference.
Oh, wait. Should we tell them first how it happened? Like, that we were looking?
Yeah.
You want me?
Yeah, okay. So yeah, Shannon, I want to hear Shannon's perspective on it. So she's going to talk while I sit here and look pretty.
Okay, good job. So when we got there, we went and looked at the models. They actually had more models than I thought they did.
Yeah, they did.
And we went and looked at those because the sales guy was busy with somebody when we first got there.
Right.
So that's how we ended up. We decided to film that one that you guys just saw. It was gorgeous inside.
Beautiful.
But, you know, I felt very comparable to the one that we like. So anyway, we wanted to see some things like the house that we like. They don't have a model of, but they had one that was just completed that's available for sale. So he's like, hey, I'll drive you out to it. We can take a look. So needless to say, we went on an adventure with the sales guy looking at a bunch of houses that are either under construction or recently completed. And we were kind of entertaining getting the model of that model home one,
Right.
Mostly because the lot that we really liked the best in the neighborhood, you had to put that house on instead
it was a much bigger lot.
Yeah, and some of the houses, based on the footprint of the house, they only fit on certain lots. So anyway, so we were thinking, well, maybe we could get that one.
Maybe we could get it.
So
we have choices. We have options.
And we're walking around with the guy for 15, 20 minutes looking at stuff. And then he just casually happens to say, Well, there's a pretty big, or no, he didn't say pretty big.
Pretty big.
He said there's a bit of a price difference or something like that.
Yeah, well, I was acting as if that model home we could do that, or we could do the one we were there for.
Right.
And so yeah.
And honestly, truth be told, the one that we were there for, I like a lot better than that one. But we're like
so much better now.
Yeah, we're like, these are very comparable, whatever. But he's like, there's a price difference between. So
the price difference.
So he tells us, Paul says, well, what's the price difference?
So the price difference, guys, $210,000 base price difference. Before you start adding options and upgrades, the base price difference is $210,000.
You could buy a whole house for that here.
Yeah. Yes, you could buy a whole house in the neighborhood we currently live in for the difference between the two houses.
Needless to say, we were a little shocked and said, yeah, that one's crossed off the list.
Yeah, it wasn't their fault. We just weren't paying attention to some paperwork when we were looking at it. We saw a price sheet with all the different model homes on it. That model home was not on that price sheet.
Right.
Because it's actually in a different series of homes. It's a step up, obviously.
So the neighborhood has 3 different, like, mini developments within it. And the one we're looking at is the mid-tier development. And I shouldn't even say development, because the same street, like if we buy the house we want, it's on the same street as that house that's $200,000 more.
Right.
But they just have different collections or whatever, and that was in the expensive collection.
Yeah, however they decided to do it. Yeah, that's how that worked out. So we won't be getting that one, guys.
We definitely will not be getting that one.
Yeah, but we are strongly considering, maybe moving forward with the other home. Shannon doesn't know this. Shannon's looking at me like we are. We have to talk about it. We have to get some ducks in a row. I have to become a duck herder.
Can you become a cat herder instead? Because a lot of people left comments yesterday saying we should get the house and a cat. And somebody left a comment. I'm sorry, right now I do not know your name, but somebody left a comment and said we should get a teacup Siamese.
What's a teacup Siamese?
I've never heard of such a thing, but I think I need a teacup Siamese. I love my Simon. He's an awesome kitty. So I need a teacup one.
All right, well, we've got to talk about the house, and then we can talk about a cat. So that's kind of the order of things.
You heard it here, guys. Yeah. Proof.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's kind of going to be the wrap up of that. We had our little adventure while we were out looking at the houses yesterday. We hope you guys enjoyed seeing that. You're still seeing us in a house, but it was a different house.
I wish I could have filmed Paul's face when he heard the price difference between the two houses. We had just walked out the front door of one of the homes, which is really funny because we were in the home and I looked around before we walked out the door and I said, look, it just feels so like open and spacious and comfortable in here. And Paul's like, yeah, whatever, because I think he was leaning toward the other one. And then we walked out the front door, the guy told us the price, and Paul's like, that house was feeling really spacious and comfortable.
Yeah, the one we were in, it was so nice, it was so spacious, it was very comfortable. That's the house.
That's right.
So anyway, so that's that. That was our little housing shopping adventure. I'm not sure, nothing's written in stone that we're going to buy or anything, but we are moving to a serious discussion phase of things.
Ooh.
Hashtag serious discussion.
A couple people have asked if we do end up moving, we will take you guys through the whole process of building the house and all that, because I personally think that's really fun watching people's videos like that.
Yeah. So yeah.
But that's a big if we make the decision.
If we do that, and you're going to get to see processes for a whole lot of different stuff this year, because we have a lot of big things coming up.
We do.
So anyway, so that's going to be this video. We hope you guys liked it. Please leave it a thumbs up. Leave any comments or questions you have down in the comment section. And we want to thank you for watching and putting up with us. We'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.